everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is Jen with Hominess Plans, and I am back with another memory spread. For this week, I will be planning out the week of February 27th through March 5th, and I am so excited because I'm using this kit called Evergreen Forest from Twolilbees, and I think this is probably like the most deluxe kit that I have ever planned with, and it's so deluxe that whenever I sat down to plan, obviously you don't see it because I cut out a lot of stuff, but I sat down and I was so overwhelmed by the sheer volume of pages that I had to work with in this kit. But because of everything I had to work with, I think this is possibly one of my favorite, if not my most favorite spread so far. I'm going to say so far in this year. I love how this spread turned out. I had so many sheets to work with. I didn't know if I wanted to do DIY date covers or if I wanted to use the date covers that came with the kit. Like, I had an idea of what I wanted to do for the date covers. I knew I wanted to make it look like there were little scenes, little woodland scenes, because of all the adorable deer clip art and the birds. Like, I saw these deco sheets and I saw all of like the little birds and everything, and I knew I wanted to use them in my date covers. I just didn't know how I wanted to do it. So I sat down, and you didn't see it, but I did kind of toy around with like doing DIY date covers, especially because I had that add-on alcohol ink swatch sampler that was an additional add-on for the kit. And I finally decided I loved the date covers, so I wanted to add them into my spread because I just thought they were so pretty. And the finished product of I feel like I kind of mixed two different styles of like DIY date covers, pulling in those alcohol ink swatches that came with the kit, along with how we used to like decorate date covers, before. Like, we would pull in the date covers that came with the kit and then added florals and other like clip art. And I think the merging of the two styles was some of my favorite date covers that I've done. I pulled in a bunch of like the clip art trees and woodland creatures, and then there were two little there was a bunch of like cabin clip art pieces that came with some of the add-ons, and I pulled in some of the bird cluster deco from Sadie's Stickers to supplement like some of the bird deco as well, and the finished product was some of my absolute favorite. And I did kind of a similar thing in the bottom washi here. So I did pull in some alcohol ink swatches from Rose Colored Days as well. I forget the colorway that I pulled in for this, but I felt like it matched so perfectly, and I made it look kind of like the sky. And I pulled in some more bird cluster deco from Sadie Stickers. I did pull in some of that tree trim from, I think it was the Three Musketeers add-on. I don't remember which add-on and what trim came from what. I had 3 different trims that I was going to work with, and that was part of the thing that was a little bit overwhelming whenever I was looking at this kit. I was like, man, there's so much stuff to choose from. And I eventually went with the non-foiled tree, like contour cut tree trim for the bottom washi, along with like the wood grain foiled washi that came with the kit, with the base kit as well. And then I pulled in those alcohol ink swatches and those bird cluster deco and a couple more of those clip art bird elements. And the finished outcome of the base of this spread, I was absolutely obsessed with. Okay, so now we get into the sidebar, and I love how the sidebar turned out. First of all, I pulled in that cutout Polaroid and created a scene. I pulled in another one of those like clip art scenes of the little house, and then I layered it with an alcohol ink swatch, and I made it look like that was just a little Polaroid of someone's house, and I love that. If you'll notice, I did not pull in a full box in the sidebar just because that Polaroid scene that I created kind of supplemented what I wanted to go for the sidebar. And then, okay, at first there was like a lot happening in my sidebar, and at first glance I was like, okay, maybe this is too busy, but the flow that I had the stickers go, and this is where, you hear Lauren of Plan Mesh Plan talk about like the flow of stickers and the way that I made it work. I started off with that corner torn washi piece. That's the scene. It's another little cabin scene. And then I layered some of those, that tree line leaning up against it. And then I pulled in that, it's like another torn scene with like the deer and the trees, but if you'll notice, it kind of curves around looking like a weaving tree line. And then I pulled in the little girl who looks like she's walking. Basically, the goal was to make it look like the girl is walking on a trail into the woods. And if you look at it that way, like she's walking into the forest away from her house, from her little log cabin, it works. And the finished product of it, I'm obsessed with, because I pulled in some of those like evergreens and another like piece of tree deco that came with the kit, and the alcohol ink swatches, making it look like the sky. And just, I know I'm going into a lot of detail about like the base of this spread, and I'm fully into Monday by now, but whatever. I had to break down because the base of this spread is one of my favorites, and I put a lot of thought into the base of this spread, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of the outcome. But yeah, if you have any questions about anything that I did, I tried to break it down as much as possible, but if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. But in the meantime, I'm going to break down the day by day. So starting off on Monday, I just marked gym with my best friend, and I used one of those swatch boxes and layered it with some florals. I pulled in some droop garlands from the two shops that I used for the droop garlands were Sadie Stickers and also Buttercream Stickers. I've mentioned this before, but Buttercream Stickers is quickly becoming one of my favorite shops, and the shop owner, Lori, is so sweet. She's seriously one of the sweetest. I planned with one of her kits the following week, and I can't wait to talk about that one as well. I pulled in a flourish that's from Honey Inked, and I've been pulling in a lot of Honey Inked flourishes. It kind of is a good like throwback. I used to pull in Honey Inked flourishes all the time, and it's like really nice to actually go through my collection and use what I have. I marked that we cleaned up the theater. This is the week after our film festival. So we had to go and clean up our theater, the theater that we used to have the film festival in. And to mark that, I layered an icon from Crafts by Towie with some of those clip art deco of those trees, and I really like the effect of that. I marked that I packed up the lighting. I have a lighting kit, obviously. I use studio lighting whenever I film my Plan With Me's, and so I marked packing that up because I had it set up at a place where I was doing filmmaker interviews. So to mark that, I pulled in a quarter box, layered it with some florals and a piece of alcohol ink swatch, and then the line divider is from Sadie Stickers, and then the little suitcase icon is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I made some chicken spaghetti on this night. And to mark that, I pulled in a swatch box that came with one of the add-ons. Don't know which one, but it was in the add-on. Layered that OG fancy box from Sweet Bella XOXO with some florals from the kit, and then the icon is from Crafts by Towie. And then to cap off the night, I marked that I watched Harry Potter with my husband. That is going to change, that box that I use, because I felt like it was just too cluttered. I will eventually go in and switch out that box. Right now there's a vintage label from Bloom Paper Studio, but I will go in and switch up that box with like a midi notch box that came with the kit, layered it with some florals, and then the icon is from White Deer Stationery. Okay, on Tuesday, just copy and paste. Anytime that I marked going to the gym, I marked it the exact same way with one of those layered swatch boxes that comes with the florals and trims add-on. I love that add-on. Any single time that Maria has that add-on available, I will pick it up for whatever kit I pick up from Twolilbees. It's one of my favorites. I marked that we just had a chill day at home. We had been going because it was the week of our film festival, so we were just exhausted and we were due for some lazy days. So to mark hanging out at home, I layered some florals, and then the house icon is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I had my Zoom class that I teach every Tuesday night on this night, so I layered the top of that header with some florals, pulled in another piece of an alcohol ink swatch, and then some bird cluster deco from Sadie Stickers. I pull in a bunch of bird cluster deco all throughout this spread just because I felt like it tied in very well. The little icon, the little smartwatch icon is from White Deer Stationery. That's one of my favorite ways to mark my Zoom class. I'll either pull in the smartwatch icon from White Deer Stationery or the little yoga mat icon. I just feel like that, I don't know, to me that says teaching a class, but I don't know. It works for me. Then jumping down, I marked that I cleaned my house. This was probably like a huge house clean because, you know, like I said, we'd been going, so we didn't really have time to clean our house, and it got kind of just like dusty and, you know, there was clutter. So I marked a big house clean, and to mark that, I pulled in a third box from the kit, layered it with a foiled box from Paper Trail Plans, some florals from the kit, and then the cleaning icon is once again from Crafts by Towie. And then I layered a one of my favorite garlands from Sadie Stickers. I love that, like, they call it a dangled layered garland, but I think Rachel says it the best. Just saying the word dangle just sounds kind of like it sounds. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It sounds like you're talking about a booger. Like when we were kids, we used to call them danglies. It's so gross, but you know, I think that's why Rachel talks about how gross she doesn't like saying the word dangle, because it makes you think about a booger. Anyways. Moving on, jumping over to Wednesday. This was the first day of March. So to mark Hello March, I pulled in, that's a little Polaroid box that came with another one of the add-ons that came with this kit. I layered it with a swatch box, pulled in some florals, a layered garland from Sadie Stickers, a bunch of bird cluster deco from Sadie Stickers, and then the Hello March script is from Paper Trail Plans. I love the way that looks. I don't know, I feel like that gives it kind of like a fun little like I feel like that little mini Polaroid matches the scene that I have in the sidebar. I don't know, in my head it worked, and I just love the flow of that. I marked going to the gym the exact same way as I marked it all the other days this week, except I pulled in a foiled shoe icon from Crafts by Towie instead of a shoe icon from White Deer Stationery. I'm marking that I played with stickers right now, and what that could, so because I was behind, or I have been behind, I'm getting caught up, but when I mark playing with stickers, that means that I'm just in the process of like batch filming, or like batch filming content. So that could mean like I'm filming an Instagram reel with my journal, or I'm, you know, planning out a new month in my functional planner, or I'm filming plan with me's in my memory spread planner. When I mark playing with stickers, that means that I'm batch filming a whole bunch of stuff, so it's not just one like plan with me. That's a big explanation. You guys probably didn't care, but sometimes I'll mark film plan with me, or film play with stickers or whatever, and I'm nosy and I like to know what people mean in their planners. So there it is. If you guys were wondering what it means when I say play with stickers, it could mean a myriad of different things. It probably means that I was batch filming a bunch of content, because I'm trying to learn the Instagram algorithm as well. I know right now Instagram is favoring reels, and so I try to mix it up and throw in like I'll film reels of like the bases of my spreads. I'll film journaling reels. I need to get better about I think filming some short hauls on my channel, or on my Instagram, because I feel like that does well. I don't know. I'm still trying to learn that algorithm, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. So anyways, to finish off Wednesday, I marked cooking dinner, and I layered some florals on either side of the column, and then pulled in a cooking pot icon from Crafts by Towie. And then to cap off the night, I just watched some TV with my hubby, so I layered some more of those alcohol ink swatches that came with the kit, layered it with some florals, and then that fancy box is from Sweet Bella XOXO, who, again, I'll say this a lot, but I don't know if Adriana's shop is still open, which makes me very sad. If someone has that information, let me know in the comments below. Okay, jumping over to Thursday, I marked going to the gym the same way as I marked it every single day. I did go to the gym the only days that I didn't go to the gym were Saturday and Sunday. So I did go to the gym every single day this week, which I'm proud of myself for that. The icon I used to mark going to the gym is from White Deer Stationery. I pulled in another one of those flourishes from Honey Inked. I marked continuing cleaning my house. You know that it was a several day like big house cleaning project when I mark it several days in a row. I marked that I received some happy mail on this day with a quarter box from the kit, some more florals, and that line divider is from Sadie Stickers. The icon is from White Deer Stationery. And then, okay, see, here's the differentiation. I'm actually marked filming a plan with me. That means that it was one singular thing that I was working on, not batch filming a whole bunch of stuff. So that's like, it can get confusing if like I mark playing with stickers and then filming a plan with me. I don't know, in my head it just makes sense, but I felt the need to clarify. But I marked filming a plan with me with a mini lace box from Bloom Paper Studio, layered it with some more of those alcohol ink swatches that came with the kit, some florals, and some bird cluster deco from Sadie Stickers, and then the camera icon is from Crafts by Towie. And then to cap off the night, I just marked that I cooked some food for me and my hubby. So I marked that with some more florals from the kit. I layered it with a swatch box from the Florals and Trims add-on, pulled in some clip art deco from one of the sheets, and then the icon is from White Deer Stationery. Okay, so on Friday, nothing new. I'm working going to the gym with another one of those floral swatch boxes that came with the Florals and Trims add-on. Layered it with that mini layered garland from Sadie Stickers, one of my absolute favorite garlands of life. I love it so much. The icon is from White Deer Stationery. The flourish is from Honey Inked. I marked that I taught a Zoom class on this day, and I marked that with a with some florals from the kit, and then the icon is from Crafts by Towie. Okay, I marked that my eye started to hurt on this day, and okay, I got an eye infection, and I'm pretty sure I got it because I fell asleep wearing mascara, and then I rubbed my eye, and the mascara got into my eye, and if you know, you know. But I marked that it was like really bothering me. So to mark that, I pulled in a little tissue box and teacup because I didn't know how to mark that. You know, it wasn't like a sick day, but I mean, I guess I wasn't feeling good. So anyways, jumping down, I marked that my parents invited me and my husband over for some lobster ravioli. Oh my gosh. Okay. My dad grilled some lobster tails. Like, the way that my dad grills lobster is absolutely just fantastic. It's like, oh my gosh. Anyways, my dad grilled up the lobster and my mom made the lobster ravioli with this like cream sauce, and it was so rich and so good. Like, oh my gosh, it was so filling though. Like, it was so decadent. It was me, my mom, my dad, my husband, and my grandma, and we were all just kind of hanging out, and my dad called us up and he was like, hey, we're having a good dinner and we wanted to invite you guys over, which was so sweet. So to mark going over and having some lobster ravioli with my parents, I layered a third box with a foiled third box, another layered garland from Sadie Stickers. The utensils icon is from White Deer Stationery. And then to cap off the night, me and my husband just watched a bunch of YouTube. We had a big old YouTube binge. So to mark that, I pulled in some more clip art, layered the TV icon from Crafts by Towie with that scallop circle that came with the kit. I layered that over. That's actually some of my favorite layering that I did in this spread. I mean, there's a lot of layering that I did in this spread that's my favorite. Like, this whole spread has some of my favorite layering that I've done. I just played around with a bunch of the clip art and like deco pieces that came with this kit, and I had so much fun. Okay, on Saturday, I marked that I was up early. I marked that with another one of those floral swatch boxes that came with the kit, another one of those mini layered garlands from Sadie Stickers, and the little lashes icon is from White Deer Stationery. That's one of my favorite ways to mark like either sleeping in or getting up early. I think it's so cute. I pulled in another flourish from Honey Inked, and it's one of my favorites. Okay, I marked that I had just like a full-blown eye infection. It was so bad. My eye was swollen. Like, I wore sunglasses the whole day because it was awful. And I had to do an airbrush event. Luckily it was outside so I could keep my sunglasses on and it wouldn't be weird, but oh, my eye was like throbbing. It was awful. So I marked my airbrush event with another one of those fancy boxes from Sweet Bella XOXO. Layered it with that swatch box that came with the kit. That icon is a custom that my mom made for me. And yeah, so I marked that I got some meds for my eyes, so I went and I got some medicated eye drops because it was just, it was so bad. I ended up having to switch between a hot compress and a cold compress on my eye for the rest of the day. I was whining to my husband, I was like, I'm gonna need an eye patch, you're gonna have to call me One-Eyed Jen. It was something. But I kind of just relaxed for the rest of that night and I binge watched some YouTube, and I marked that by layering a foiled box from Paper Trail Plans with a swatch box that came with the kit, and I layered it with a bunch of foil and floral deco, and yeah, I layered that really pretty, I think, in my opinion. Okay, jumping over to Sunday, I marked that I slept in because my eye was still not feeling the greatest, so I did not go to church. I marked sleeping in with that little pajamas icon from White Deer Stationery. I marked that me and my hubby went over to his grandmother's house, which we try to do every Sunday so we can have Sunday lunch with her. I marked that I edited planner stuff. Obviously, all this stickering and planner stuff that I was filming needed to be edited, so I marked that with a quarter box from the kit. The icon is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I came home and made dinner for me and my hubby. I layered a swatch from the kit with a scalloped square box that came with the kit with some florals. I pulled in another one of those mini garlands from Sadie's Stickers. The icon is from White Deer Stationery. And then to cap off the night, I just watched some TV with my husband. Nothing new. It's one of my favorite things to do with my husband. It's a way that we can just like hang out and be together and kind of snuggle on the couch and just spend time together. So yeah, that is everything. These are the leftovers that I have from this kit. I have a ton of leftovers. My plan is to kind of use some of these leftovers. I'm inspired by Rachel. She used leftovers that she had from a Twolilbees kit in her monthly, and I think I want to try and do that with one of my monthlies. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, if you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope everybody is staying safe and staying well, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.